It's midday. First, the middle applauding INEC's efficiency in the Ondo governorship. President Biden has approved the use of the United States-made missiles inside Russian soil. President Bola Tinubu has given the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) a pat on the back for the efficiency of uploading the result of the just concluded Ondo governorship election on the same day of the election. President Tinubu gave the commendation in a statement by his spokesman, Mr. Bayo Onanuga, in Abuja on Sunday. According to Mr. President, the electoral body justified the confidence of the people with early preparations, deployment of staff and materials, and handling of the electoral process. President Tinubu, who also applauded the peaceful conduct of the election, urged the political actors to allow their orderly conduct during the poll to extend throughout the post-election activities and processes. He congratulated the Governor Adeyinka of the All Progressives Congress (APC) for coming out victorious in the election. Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa's resounding electoral victory in Saturday's poll in Ondo State is an affirmation of the people's will and endorsement of his pro-people agenda. The Ogun State Governor, Prince Dapo Abiodun, made the assertion in a congratulatory message on Sunday. Governor Abiodun, who emphasized that Mr. Aiyedatiwa's victory is not only well-deserved but also to the outstanding performance of the All Progressives Congress (APC) in the state, highlighted with the electorate, while commending the collective effort of all individuals and groups who contributed to the electoral process. The governor also praised President Tinubu for championing a level playing field in the electoral processes since he assumed office. Still on election, the Ogun State Governor Prince Dapo Abiodun has described the just concluded local government election in the state as free, fair, and credible. Governor Abiodun made the remark on Sunday at a meeting with the newly elected chairman and vice chairman of the 20 local governments held at the Presidential Road, Abeokuta. The governor commended the people of the state for voting overwhelmingly for the ruling All Progressives Congress was the affirmation of the developmental stride the people of the state have been enjoying in the last 5 years, congratulating the newly elected chairman and the vice chairman on their victories. Mr. Governor charged them to replicate the good work his government has been doing through the Isheya mantra by promoting good governance at the grassroots. The first citizens of the state commended the state electoral umpire and the security operatives for the peaceful conduct of the election. The President Bola led administration is committed to breaking the mono-economic dependence stone of the economy. Minister of Mineral Development, Dr. Dele Alake, stated this in Abuja. According to the minister, key policies have been put in place to ensure accuracy by leveraging the nation's vast mineral resources for economic growth, industrialization, and community development. You are listening to the midday news on OGBC 90.5 FM. U.S. officials say President Joe Biden has given the green light for Ukraine to use long-range missiles supplied by Washington to strike deep inside Russia. Washington had previously refused to allow such strikes with use of the United States-made missiles because it feared they would escalate the war. The major policy reversal comes 2 months before President Biden hands over power to Mr. Donald Trump, whose election has raised fears over the future of the U.S. support for Kiev. Ukraine has been using the Army Tactical Missile System, more commonly known as ATACMS, on Russian targets in occupied Ukrainian territories for more than a year. However, the U.S. has never allowed Kiev to use the missiles inside Russia. Meanwhile, Russian lawmaker Maria Butina this Monday said that the administration of President Joe Biden is risking World War III if it has allowed Ukraine to use US-made weapons to strike deep inside Russia. Lawmaker Butina told Newman that President Biden's administration is trying to escalate the situation to the maximum while the president still has power and still in office. President Vladimir Putin has said that Western approval for such a step would mean the direct involvement of NATO countries the United States and European countries in the war in Ukraine because NATO military infrastructure and personnel would have to be involved in the targeting and firing of the missiles. Australian lawmakers have voted to an Aboriginal senator who heckled King Charles during his visit to Canberra last month to express their profound disapproval of our protest. Senator shouted, "You're not my king, and this is not your land," shortly after the king addressed the Great Hall of Parliament in an effort to highlight the impact of British colonization. The Senate censure, which passed 46 to 12, described Senator Thorpe's action as disrespectful and disruptive and said which will disqualify her from representing the chamber as a member of any delegation. A censure motion is politically symbolic but carries no constitutional or legal weight. So the vote Monday, Senator Thorpe told reporters that she had been denied her right to respond in the chamber due to a flight delay. India's worsening toxic smog latest bid to ease the sprawling megacity's health crisis. Levels of PM 2.5 pollutants, dangerous cancer-causing microparticles that enter the bloodstream through the lungs, were recorded at 57 times above the World Health Organization's recommended daily maximum on Sunday evening. They stood around 39 times above warning limits at dawn this Monday, with the dense, grey, and acrid smoke smothering the city. The city is blanketed in acrid smog each year, primarily blamed on stubble burning by farmers in neighboring regions to clear their fields for plowing, as well as factories and traffic fumes. The restrictions were put in place by city authorities in an effort to prevent further deterioration of the air quality. On sport, the Super Eagles will be without winger Lukman Ademola and defender Olaino for this Monday's 2025 Africa Cup of Nations qualifiers against Rwanda. Interim coach Augustine Eguavoen explained at the pre-match news conference that Nottingham Forest pleaded to have Aino early enough to prepare for the weekend's game against Arsenal. The coach also made it known that Atalanta winger Ademola Lookman had a knock and would not be able to play well. The three-time African champions have already qualified for the Continental Showcase. Good governance is a reflection of good citizenry. Renew your commitment to being a patriotic Nigerian. To end the midday news, another look at the major items. In a statement by his spokesman, Mr. Bayo Ononuga in Abuja on Sunday, President Tinubu applauded the Independent National Electoral Commission INEC Ondo governorship election on the same day of the election. After meeting with the newly elected chairman and vice chairman of the 20 local governments held at the presidential road of Abeokuta, the Ogun State Governor Prince Dapo Abiodun charged them to ensure good governance at the grassroots level. You also countering missiles supplying Washington to strike deep inside Russia. The midday news was edited by Chris Obu and broadcast from OGBC Abeokuta. For exclusive programs and the latest news updates, please visit our website at ogunradio.ng. Follow us on Facebook at Ogun Radio Abeokuta and on X at OGBC 905 FM. You can also listen to OGBC on the Radio Garden